think DK ate that, and if you were there and you booed at him, you're fucking weird.
Very heroes.
Extra. JYP, get your shit together because this isn't even about the music anymore. Y'all just hate each other. Y'all just wanna go get a hobby or something. Go stream your faves music. Stop being weird and don't. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Eve, and I make videos a little bit about everything from K-pop to commentary to drama to reactions to just like random videos. I make literally anything and more. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So for today's video, I decided that I'm just gonna be talking to you guys a little bit about things that have been really pissing me off in K-pop. I asked you guys to send in things that are like pissing you off or making you mad these days. We'll go through them and I'll discuss how I feel about them. Kind of like unpopular opinions, but not really. I feel like a lot of these are pretty popular. I feel like I myself relate to a lot of them, so let's get right into it. So the first one that I feel like was mentioned a lot when I asked the question was overworking idols. Overworking them is insane, and I agree, like making them do so much. I feel like a lot of groups, they don't even get to rest that often. Like for example, I think in Hypen, the second they got off of their tour, like their tour was officially done, they went again, and then they had a comeback, and then they had another comeback, and then I guess now they're also preparing for something. I don't know what it is, but either way, like they didn't really get time to rest. And this isn't just in Hypen. This is unfortunately normalized in the industry. I feel like there are so many groups that I feel like I've never seen them rest a day in their lives. Every day there's a new comeback from like a different group, and you know, and I wish that sometimes they would get more time to rest. And that also goes into the question of companies just forgetting that these idols are humans too, and completely like disregarding their mental health and like how bad that could be damaged. For example, the whole Soyeon situation that happened recently. If you don't know, Soyeon from (G)I-DLE, she is like has been like making comments about how she is for sure like looking into leaving this company that she is with, which is Cube Entertainment, and about how they just okay, as somebody who has stanned a lot of groups that are from Cube, as in like I really liked CLC, Pentagon, and (G)I-DLE too. I love them, but one thing about Cube specifically, not that it isn't a thing with other companies too, like for sure other companies are notorious for just abusing their idols, not mentally, just emotionally abusing their idols. And like, you know, I'll always stand by the fact that Cube makes the best groups, but they also destroy them. And I'm not even being dramatic, okay? Because (G)I-DLE has been hinting at, oh, our contracts are gonna end soon anyway. That's not like, you don't want to be known as that company, do you? And then wasn't there that one thing where like Lin was like went on a rampage about how I don't remember exactly what happened. I'll have to look back into it, and probably editing Eve will come in here and be like, hey, actually this is what happened. But that, like, it's just crazy. And that's just Cube. That's just Cube. There's other companies doing that too. Like for example, 50/50. They just started popping off with Cupid, and then all of a sudden their company gets called out for emotionally abusing them and making like, for pretending like their mental health just doesn't exist. Like, oh, you'll get over it. you'll get over it. You want them to make you money, but you like what? What? Treat your idols better. Like, oh my gosh, insane. And then they're like, oh, some idols want to leave our company. I hope they get blacklisted. How are you gonna treat them like that and then expect them to be like, oh, that's fine. Yeah, no. It comes with the job. It shouldn't. That shouldn't be normalized, you fucks. Making idols do stuff that the idol themselves is obviously very uncomfortable with. I agree with this, as in, like, I guess the example that was given to me was Mark recently, Mark from NCT having to show his abs as a punishment. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Okay, as much as I will sit here and make jokes being like, need that, whenever, like, I don't know, like, Juyeon does something like that. But, like, genuinely, if you're doing that to the point where, like, if you are forcing them to do that, that's, like, that's something that actually has been on my mind for a long time. If you guys didn't know, back in, like, 2018, 2019, I was so obsessed with NCT. I still love NCT, don't get me wrong. Anytime I see 127 anywhere, I tweak a little bit. And I giggle because why don't you? Why don't you? But, like, for example, like, back in, like, I don't know what comeback it was, but it was when NCT started taking their shirts off. I feel like every comeback Johnny did not have a shirt on. And I remember being like, I wonder if they just, like, ask him how his day is anymore. Like, does he, like, walk in and they're like, all right, take it off. And then they just call it a day? Like, they don't even, hey, how are you doing? Hey, are you actually comfortable doing this? Or is this actually something you want to do? I feel like that's never asked in general. And I think that's very fucked up. And I think that they shouldn't be forced to be put in those situations to satisfy creepy ass fans. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. I don't know what show it was, but it was like a live show that 17 did recently. I'll have to look into what exactly it was. I didn't watch all of it. But apparently, DK, Dokyum, he was doing the Taemin.
실망했어.
야,
지금 실망이 많이 커 지금.
아니 실망이 많이 크네. 아니에요?
처음으로 캐럿들이
야유가 나오겠습니다.
And he was doing, like, the thing where he puts his shirt, like, his hand in his shirt, but he, like, he does that. He lifts up his shirt and it's like another shirt underneath it, and it looks like abs. And so I guess the crowd booed him. They booed him because he didn't want to show his abs. I think, yeah, knowing DK, this was probably like a hee hee ha ha moment. Like, this was a joke. This was obviously, he wanted to make people laugh, not boo him. But I think also, I want to think of it as him making a statement, being like, don't sexualize us, you weirdos. Like, I wonder how they feel about that, you know? I bet they're uncomfy. I hope that they aren't getting forced to do any of these things that they don't want to. I think DK ate that, and if you were there and you booed at him, you're fucking weird. You're weird. You're so weird. You could have at least pretended to laugh. Like, come on. You didn't deserve to be at that show. It should have been me. So the next one is zero promotion for certain groups, but then those groups are also being overworked as fuck. The example that I was given in this comment was, I like the group, I just don't know how to pronounce their name. Is it Extraordinary Heroes? I've never struggled to pronounce something so bad in my life. Extraordinary Heroes. I see a video. We're gonna learn how to pronounce it together because I forgot. Well, it's not that I forgot, I just genuinely don't know how to pronounce. I really like them though. I might do a reaction to one of their music videos. Extraordinary Heroes. That's, I know it's supposed to mean extraordinary heroes, but extraordinary heroes. Extraordinary heroes. So them, I guess, I agree with this though. I haven't been really up to date with them. I do like their music, but I think they literally just had a comeback a few days ago. And they're constantly coming out with shit. I'm so sure their comeback before that was not that long ago also. But whenever they have comebacks, it's unheard of. Like, I don't hear of it. I don't know that they're having comebacks when they are, because it just kind of pops up on my For You page, and that's how I find out. But I feel like there's no promotion for them. However, if it was like Stray Kids or something, oh, the promotion's there. Oh, I see an ad for it every other thing that I'm scrolling. And I love Stray Kids. That's not like any diss to them, and I know it's not their fault, it's their company's fault. JYP, get your shit together, because didn't they do the same to Twice for the longest time? I feel like Twice is already Twice, they're popular, but they're not, like, for a while I feel like especially their like international promotions were shit. And I'm like, Twice could be so big. I remember telling myself that. I was like, they could be so fucking big. But I feel like JYP doesn't want to test those waters. But he has. They have done that before. Hello, was Wonder Girls a joke to you? But then I feel like with their K bands too, they don't have that much promotion either. Day 6 also, I feel like I never hear it whenever they're actually having a comeback. It just kind of pops up someday. The promotion's shit. But then they're overworked, because I swear they have a new music video every single day. And like, for a while, the boys were like that too. That used to make me so mad, because I love the boys. I love them so much. I've loved them for years. But for so long, they're whenever they would have a comeback, the promotion was shit. I feel like I was so mad because people weren't hearing them. People weren't knowing about them. People just didn't know about them. They were a new girl group for longer than they should have been. And I mean, like, I'm pretty sure within the more recent years, the boys have been having more promotion. They've been going on more like variety shows. They're going on like they're becoming Lakers ambassadors and shit. But years ago when they were promoting like Bloom and all that, I feel like it also has to do with their company being a smaller company, but at the same fucking time, gosh, I feel like, because what makes me even more mad, especially with that group, they're like, with their especially with them, they're not at a small company, they're at JY they could do so much better. I feel like if they were promoted properly. Like, didn't they, when they debuted, their like following comeback did not come until like a year later. Most groups debut, and it's like a debut album or a debut mini album or whatever. No, it was one song, and then they didn't have a comeback until like multiple months later, because we heard literally nothing from them. I remember that. Oh my gosh, and that was so annoying, because I'm like, JYP, like, you guys know how to promote groups, obviously. Look at Stray Kids right now. But I feel like Stray Kids also would have been flopping if they themselves didn't try to do something to, you know? JYP, do better. JYP, you're an enemy to this channel. So somebody said MOA and Stay fanwars. Now, I don't know too much about that. I don't really see it happening, though I believe you. I was on Stay Twitter for a while, but I don't think I ever really saw that because the Stays I associated myself with were the ones that wouldn't get into fights and stuff. However, I can agree that fan wars in general, let's talk about fan wars. Fan wars are so fucking annoying. They are so annoying and so useless all the time. And this isn't just like pertaining to one particular fandom, because they all do. They all have fan wars with random fandoms for no reason. For example, like I'm a fan of the boys, so Dobies, they not all of us too. I feel like a lot of us are multi-stans too. Like me, like I like all these groups. I don't know why we're all fighting all the time, but when it comes to like I've seen Dobies start random fights with 18s and stays and MOAs, and even armies. Girl, let's not start arguments with people bigger than us, okay? But like I'm just like I don't understand it myself, because I'm like, wait, our idols themselves are friends, right? Like I'm pretty sure I'll insert a clip if I could find it, but Juyeon himself was like, oh yeah, us and like us as in the boys and Stray Kids and ATs, we're all besties and we call ourselves the ZZZ group because all of our group names starts with Z. So hey, like we're all friends, we're all really good friends, and then the fandoms hate each other. I remember like I was like, oh, I thought we were all cool, because I mean like they're all friends, so why can't we be? But then everything's a competition. Everything's a competition, and I'm like, guys, please. And I'm like, for the most part, I feel like Dobies, though, I was gonna say they don't fight unless they are provoked, but I feel like some of us have that fire in us. There are some people that I've been moots with on like Twitter and stuff, and they will literally just start literally nobody, and then they'll be like, and that's exactly why we're nothing like 18s or something like that. And I'm like, why are we fighting? It's so useless. For what? Sometimes it's for no reason too. This person was talking about, sometimes it'll be a topic that has nothing to do with any group, and they'd be like, huh, and that's why Stays this, huh, and that's why Moa's this, and that's why your faves tanked. And everybody's like, and I'm like, huh? This isn't even about the music anymore. Y'all just hate each other. Y'all just want to have like an excuse to be annoying. I agree. Fan wars are stupid and useless, and we should just all get along. Like, it's not that hard, people. Shippers. Oh. Listen. I was a directioner when I was little. The shippers have been around since then. Alright, so the people who were shipping Larry, I feel like are the same people who are over here shipping random idols too. I think it's also very stupid and very weird. I understand sometimes like as a joke, I guess, but guessing idols like sexualities and stuff is weird. Don't do that, because we don't know these people. You can't be making that assumption. And also it's dangerous for them, because if that were even true, like, you know how it is in Korea, you know how it is for idols over there, you know how conservative they can be. So when it comes to like sexuality and stuff, like that's something that they could literally end their careers that way. So even if you were over here trying to assume these things, like, what if you just outed them? Like, that's just, you know, me personally, I feel like that's weird. I feel like that's rude and disrespectful to them personally. Shippers are weird. I feel like go get a hobby or something. Go stream your faves music. Stop being weird, and don't like people, like, I understand sometimes being like, oh yeah, those are my fave too together. Like, for example, if I were to say, oh my gosh, like Tenny and Younghoon, I'm not over here saying, oh, they are definitely like for real like this. We don't know these people. It's disrespectful and weird and wrong to assume their sexualities and also assume if they're dating each other, because they're probably not. They probably just really get along. You know, I think it's just weird and irrelevant, and a lot of the time very harmful to the artists themselves. So please be careful with what you're saying. I mean, there was that time where, like, when it happened with Larry, with Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles, you know them, they were shipped together back when they were in One Direction. Those of you who do not know, because apparently it's been brought to my attention that people don't know that One Direction was a thing. And if that's the case, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you've never enjoyed anything ever in your life before. I'm sorry about that. Since they were shipped together, there was like a moment in time where it was just so awkward between them, they wouldn't even speak to each other. So do you really want that for your faves? It was really bad. It was really bad for them, by the way. I can make an entire video about Larry, but that alone is crazy lore. Idols lip syncing. So the commenter said that idols shouldn't get too comfortable with lip syncing, and then being like, it's okay to use it sometimes, but all the time, like, isn't your job singing? And I agree that, yeah, like, they shouldn't be lip syncing all the time, but even if they do, it's not that big of a problem. My problem is idols being accused of lip syncing when they're not, when it's a backtrack, when it's backing vocals or something, and everybody's like, you see she's lip syncing, that's not her real voice during this show. And it's always to women too. I never see any guy idols get called out for lip singing, because if they do, they're like, ha, so cute. But then that one video of Wonyoung trying to sing that one song and everybody being like, girl, you didn't even try to hide it. I understand too, yes, she was so obviously lip singing in there, but like, either way, does it matter? It's a cute video. Like, be happy your faves gave you content. So I also agree though, sometimes, yeah, live vocals is wanted, but again, it's not that big of a deal. I personally don't think it's a big deal. Let me know what you guys think though. By the way, I've been forgetting to say that after every topic, but if you yourself feel a different way about these topics, let me know in the comments. If there's any other topics you want to talk about, we could do a part 2 of this video. So, something that I actually do want to talk about, because I feel like I agree with this one, it's giving idols hate instead of criticism, constructive criticism. This, I agree. I kind of touched on it recently on my video where I talked about the LeSserafim hate train and like the 17 tour. That video, I kind of briefly mentioned how giving criticism is one thing, but giving like blatant hate is something else, because I understand, especially if an idol has done something wrong that was distasteful or something that offended people. Yes, giving them criticism is also one thing. Trying to educate the idol is one thing too. Do I think this makes it okay for people to be like, oh, they stepped on my shoe, they should be canceled and they should die for it too? Do I think it's that serious? No. Do I think they deserve to get hate to the point where they're getting death threats? No. I think, again, like, giving criticism is one thing, being like, oh, like, let's take LeSserafim for an example. Unfortunately, their hate train was so forced, and I feel like for the most things that they were getting called out for, they didn't deserve it. Some of them I understand. Some of them I understand, like, being disappointed and being upset with people. But then, like, sending them hate to the point where they have to turn their comments off for the longest time, that's overdoing it. Like, calm yourself. Like, please calm down. As the great Taylor Swift once said, you need to calm down, you're being too loud. You need to calm down, you're being too loud. So yeah, I think like for lesserafim, for example, I feel like they like giving them criticism for their singing, for their vocals or whatever, is like one thing, and being like, oh, maybe you could do this better, maybe this wasn't your best, but hey, like, you did great this performance, or this part of this performance you did not do well, but this part, you know, that's something else. And I get like that can also kind of sometimes come off wrong, being like, why are you over analyzing everything? It's just K-pop, they're just having fun. But again, it's also their job to sing. I agree with that too. But do I think that they deserve to be told that they should die because of it? No, that's insane. Why would you say that? All because Sakura doesn't want to sing live. All because you just think that her vocals weren't the best. Like, girl, it's not that serious. I don't know. Me personally, I feel like it's just insane. Give them criticism. Yes, if it's like they did something wrong, yeah, be like, hey, this wasn't cool. This was messy, girl. Maybe don't do that. This is why we're upset with you. Please at least apologize. And that brings us into the next topic. Companies not letting idols apologize when they do something wrong. That's something that I feel like, it's like, I understand why they wouldn't, but at the same time, it would save the idols a lot of the times if they were able to apologize. For example, the whole Yoonjin situation, I feel like had she apologized and been like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. Although I didn't know isn't really an excuse for not boycotting, but because it was like right when it was everywhere, you couldn't miss it, you know? And because she is someone who's online a lot, so you would think that she would know. But for example, with her, I feel like if she had apologized, if had she been like, oh, like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't know, or something like that, something along the lines, and then proven to us that she wasn't doing it anymore in a way that's like, oh, like, she deeply regrets it. Next time she's walking around with coffee in some random local owned business, like random coffee shop, because again, I feel like with her, I feel like it's a very mixed thing. Like, yes, it's wrong that she was drinking Starbucks, but also there is also like the possibility that it could have been staff that gave it to her. It could have been like just like whatever, she didn't really have a choice. It could have been that. Not defending her, because again, she is an adult, she can make her own decisions also, but knowing these damn companies and how strict they can be, I understand that it could also very well not been her fault. But had she explained that and let us know that, that'd be a whole different story. But now it's a little too long for her to really say anything about it, and some of us have forgotten. It's a very big letdown, especially because she lives in Korea. You can get any coffee you want, because in Korea, I have friends who have gone, I have friends who live there who have told me, oh, you can't walk anywhere without running into a random cafe. There's cafes everywhere. You could get coffee anywhere. But if she chose to do it herself and it was Starbucks out of everywhere. And mixed flirting allegations, but then this would also go into the topic where, like, in general in K-pop, if a female idol is interacting with a male idol, it turns into dating rumors. It turns into, oh, she's a whore. Oh, she's doing that for male attention. She's a pick-me. Has it ever occurred to you, Jennifer, that maybe they're friends? Maybe they're from the same company. Maybe they're just, like, think of it as school, okay? Think of it as, like, as if you're at school, and these are people in your school. You see them around, you know them, you kind of know them, you're gonna stop and say hi to them. So Soyun saying hi to male idols equals her flirting with them? What the fuck is your guys' problem? She was not flirting with them. She was saying hi. I'm like, and then people, I've seen so many videos being like, oh, I miss this era of K-pop because idols got to freely interact with each other and it would like be no problem. But these days you see a male and female idol together and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, they're dating. The whole Wonbin and fucking Giselle situation, I had to laugh. I'm sorry. The dating rumors, and then it's like, they have the same ring, and it's not the same ring. And isn't the girl who started that rumor someone who is the reason why Wonho is no longer in Monsta X? So I really don't want to hear from you, bitch. But then wasn't Wonbin also in 10 million different dating rumors since the day he debuted? But also didn't the whole Sunghan situation... Ooh, the Sunghan situation makes me so fucking mad. Nothing makes me more mad than people in the comments being like, OT6. That's not the flex you think it is, bitch. He should be back. Sunghan should be back. The day that Sunghan comes back, by the way, guys, we're gonna have a celebration on this channel. I'm gonna bake a cake, and then we're gonna cry together. You can't just expect that these idols don't have personal lives. Like, do you really think they're not dating each other? I'm not saying, yes, go assume that people are dating each other, but I am saying, like, you can't just pretend like, oh my god, he's my fave, he's never touched a girl ever in his life, he's never loved anyone ever in his life, because someday he's gonna love me. I thought I was delusional. I thought I was delusional until I started standing K-pop and then being like, oh, that's insane. K-nets? Oh, they're insane. They're insane for that. I mean, and I'm sure it's not all of them, but I feel like especially us Western fans, us international fans, we're like, I hope they date. The fuck? Like the whole Karina and that one actor, I forgot his name. But when they were dating and she had to apologize for it? Y'all made her apologize and then break up with him. Do I think they're actually broken up? I hope not. I hope they didn't let that stop them because that's so fucking annoying. Being like, your idol career, please, her dating someone is not gonna stop her from slaying on stage, okay? Okay, Jennifer? I swear to you, she'll be fine. She'll be fine, and I think her getting hate for that was so unwarranted and so fucking stupid, and I wish she knew that not all of us gave a fuck, okay? She was probably forced into that apology, forced into breaking up with him, because she was being a whore for dating someone. Please, there are people who are actually doing problematic things in the industry that they should be getting, like, not getting shit on, but getting criticism for. Karina shouldn't have apologized for dating someone. Sunghan should still be in Rise. You all are sick. You all, as in the people who are the reason why they had to do those things, by the way. I know it's not all of us. I know some of us are as, like, frustrated as I am. One of my friends was talking about how K-pop isn't really fun anymore because every day there's a new person getting canceled. This one is one that I feel like, yes, I agree, but also sometimes it's for a reason. I understand that some idols, they'll get canceled, like I was just talking about, getting canceled for dating each other. I saw one thing where I don't even know if it's true. I don't want to be spreading misinformation, but someone was like, oh, the most hated idols in 2024, and one of them was Wonyoung for having a pimple. So which one of you stupid ass bitches started that? Because it wasn't me. She's a person. She's a human. She gets blemishes. Like all of us, by the way. They're fucking people. You fucking ass. Though I agree, sometimes getting canceled is for a reason, like for example, J Barg. We're bleeping his name. I don't want to give any attention to him ever. One thing about me on my channels, I'm never bringing that man up ever. You cannot pay me to. I agree, like sometimes though, like it's needed. Sometimes they do need to be called out. Sometimes they do need to be educated in some senses. Like maybe they're saying something that's really out of touch, something that's very like insensitive, something that, hey, what the fuck are you saying? That's understandable, but I understand also people getting canceled for things that they shouldn't have been getting canceled for. That's insane. Like the Soyun situation really got me mad. I was like, I know you guys are not attacking my girl, okay? I don't even stand and mix like that, but that's my girl and I don't play about her. So this one straight put this up. Someone also said mass producing groups. This I feel like it's because the surge of different companies and the need for making the next big thing, especially since BTS went into the military. I feel like that's part of the reason why people are so big on trying to make the next big thing. But then again, if you look at some of like the biggest groups right now, a lot of them debuted back in like 2017, 2018, 2015, if we take 17. Some like the biggest groups right now, like if you like minus BTS, they're big, okay? Army, I'm not attacking. I swear I'm not attacking. I like them. But I mean like because right now they're not active technically. So it's like, you know, I think now people are like, oh, so what's gonna be the next big thing that's gonna click and gonna make people want to come here again? You know, like it's that type of thing. I feel like it's more the need to make the next big thing. Do I agree it's a problem? No, I don't think it's a problem. I think that's really nice. I mean, a lot of the older groups have disbanded or are inactive or make a comeback every 2 years, Blackpink, or like, you know, I mean, it's not Blackpink's fault, by the way. I'm not blaming Blackpink for that. YG. There you go. That's where the blame should be. Where's that video of Peaches being like, respect Blackpink?
Respect Blackpink! They deserve respect! They deserve to be respected!
They deserve to be respected. Me at them right now. Someone also said judging on appearances, just in general, and I feel like this is also a yes, because I feel like sometimes it's literally insane. Dude, story time. So I was on Enhypen's Weverse, right? And me and my camera woman, we were pretending to be Justin Bieber. Don't ask why. We were bored and we were like, hey, like, let's go be silly and goofy and try to make friends on there because some engines are lovely to be around, okay? Tell me why I posted a picture of Snoop Dogg, this picture, and engines were commented being like, why the fuck would you post this, you fucking weirdo? Like, who asked for you to post this? You're so weird and you're so ugly for this and you're so fucking ugly. Ew. You think they're gonna notice you if you say that? You think that? And I'm like, ma'am, this is a picture of Snoop Dogg. And what do you mean I'm ugly? I'm posting pictures of Justin Bieber. If you think Justin Bieber is ugly, that is not my problem. I really don't care if you think he's ugly or not. I personally am doing this for hee-ha joking matter. And to just joke around with my engine besties. Like, why is this a problem? Oh, these are the same bitches that would stalk them and that would follow them to their fucking hotels. Don't think I forgot. I know it was you, bitch. And I know you're just mad because I was being funny and you don't have any humor. So, fight me, bitch. And then they deleted their comments and one of them blocked me because I told them, you thought you ate that. And then I called them fatherless and motherless, and I said that, oh, and jobless, and I told them that they were probably 12 because that's how they were acting, very immature, and being like, oh, you thought you ate that, didn't you? You think I'm ugly? Baby, this is a picture of Justin Bieber. So, judging on appearances is real, but also I think in general, I feel like they feel the need to be like, oh, their visuals are not that. Oh, please. And then the whole some of them being colorist or racist or weird. Some idols do that. I don't want to really talk about like anyone in specific because I don't want to bring any hate their way. However, I think there was that one NCT Dream moment where they were like commenting on Haechan's skin color and being like, oh, he looks darker than all of us, ha ha. Bitch, that's what makes him beautiful. Not to quote One Direction, but I love to see it when like some idols are just naturally tanner on the tanner side. That's so attractive. It's really not like his fault that you guys are pasty as fuck, okay? His skin is beautiful and I don't want to hear it. And being like fat phobic too, that's like something that's been a topic before. For what? For what? We're all here for the same reason, for the shits and giggles. We're just here to laugh and giggle and make jokes about and like enjoy the music, enjoy the concepts. They're all fun, they're all different and unique, which is why I also agree with the next topic, which is stop getting into K-pop because all that they had to offer was edgy hot, which by the way, I disagree. You aren't listening to the right songs or the right groups. You need to listen to the right groups. I mean, for example, this friend of mine really liked NCT Dream, and I think NCT Dream really shifted around the time that he stopped getting into K-pop. So I mean, I guess, but then again, you're just not listening to the right groups. And I feel like some groups, they like to dabble in different concepts and stuff. It's just different every time, but it's not all the same. There are some groups that are on the cuter concept, go for cuter concepts. There are some groups that don't. Sometimes they do cuter concepts, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's cool and it's just, you know, fun. And I think K-pop in general is just all about the shits and giggles and the jokes and the hee-hee-ha-has of it all, you know? Like, for example, I'm gonna sit here and listen to the boys, but the boys have a very diverse discography. Like, they can go from having Watch It.
You better watch it, careful, watch it. Trouble 못해 my band, 끌어당겨 더 slowly, future, moving fast. 걸렸어 in my trap, 이미 늦었어. Hey, oh my god.
And then Nectar.
Run, baby, where I go, 점점 너에게로. I'm addicted to you. You got everything I need, 깊이 너를 느끼지. I'm addicted to you.
And then Banana Cha-Cha. And then Enhypen.
Oh my god. This blood's pumping crazy. Oh my god. 'Cause I know you save me. Come here we get some. 남겨줘 on my knee. 네 거는 증거. Just come over and bite me. So kiss me. Don't say no.
They just do all different concepts. It's not just all one concept from one group. I feel like a lot of groups, they switch it up every era. So that my friend is my opinion on what you just said. Oh, I hear you. I do understand a lot of the groups that you were standing specifically. I understand they did have that shift. However, NCT Dream did kind of switch back. Kind of. I feel like NCT Dream's concept is different every time too now. Smoothie. 다처럼 갈아 넣은 smoothie. Dirty taste, good it kills. 널 사랑해 이렇게 말했지. 이제껏 준비해왔던 많은 말을 뒤로 한 채 언제나 네 옆에 있을게. 이렇게 약속을 하겠어. 저 하늘을 바라다 보며. Yeah, 미쳐버릴 핫 만들어. Yeah, Big Boss 터뜨려. Yeah, 너일수록 완벽한 everywhere I go with the big box.
랄랄랄랄라 My 지우개 맞춰 Good vibe 잊지 않고 가 절대 Good life 우리는 세계로 Good vibe 잊지 않고 가 절대 It's 지우개 맞춰 And I'm better 먹을 세상 나만 혼자 봐도 됐어 갈게 올리는 채갈 것을 내는 채 나만 바보 됐어 지금부터 fight for my life 나를 위해 fight for my life 무뎌짐이 익숙한 세상에서 이제 나는 나를 찾고 싶어
Campers outside of concert venues. This is something that my friend actually had been talking about before. This is a different friend of mine. She commented this on my Instagram. By the way, my Instagram is organicdawn if you guys want to go and follow it maybe and like comment stuff. Whenever I do these types of videos, I will be putting them in my story so that you guys can send in what you guys want to talk about or like different topics. If you guys want to give me video ideas too, you can DM me or comment them or whatever. Yes. Yeah, so campers outside of venues. Campers outside of venues, I feel like I personally don't really understand too much because I've never been to a concert a day in my life. However, I know what you're talking about though, because I've seen people do it. Like I've seen pictures and videos and stuff about people being like, oh, they got to the venue like 2 days ago and they started camping. That's weird. In my opinion, I guess I can kind of understand it, but at the same time, you're all going to the same place at the same time. Does it matter who comes in first? Does it really? Like, I've never been to a concert, so I don't know. Maybe it's the rush of it all. But me personally, I don't think I would really care. I mean, we're all gonna go to the same place at the same time. We're not, you know, unless you're like 3 hours late, then that's a problem. But like you're not, you know, so I get it. I get how that might be annoying because it's like, for what are you doing that? For why? Bershkaflew said this. It's not an Eve video if I'm not shouting out bershkaflew, which is like my best friend, by the way. People buying and selling their information, their private information. Oh my gosh, that shit's fucking crazy to me. Because what do you mean? I got a DM from this one person randomly and it was like, oh, do you want to buy Enhypen's number? Do you know that Enhypen Nikki has a girlfriend? Do you want to buy her information? No, the fuck I don't. The fuck do you think I am? That's fucking weird. Ew. What do you mean you want to... Why do you even have that information? That's such an invasion of privacy, and I feel like unless for some fucking reason that idol themselves wanted to give me their Instagram or something, not that they would ever do that. I'm not saying this as like me being delusional. I'm just saying if for any fucking reason they would want to give that to me, that's the only time I'll be like, okay, cool. However, if you're trying to sell that information to me, that's such an invasion of privacy and I don't want to engage in that. So if you're that person that keeps messaging me about that, I said no the first time, I said no the second time when that account got banned. I hope that one got banned too, bitch. That's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. That's a big no. That's a big stop that. Alright, so this is editing Eve coming in and I don't have any makeup on as you can tell, but I forgot to mention a few topics that were brought in, like that were put in a little late, so I decided to just jump in and put those in here. And so let's go through them. The thing that came up often was short songs with no bridges, but also just in general, just the songs being shorter. And this I can agree. But not just K-pop. I feel like it's a thing with Western music too. A lot of the times the songs are shorter. The albums are like 12 minutes long. What do you mean you have 5 songs on this album, and the album all alone is 12 minutes. What? Come on, give us substance, give us something. Come on. Come on. I need longer songs. I need someone to pull a Taylor Swift for me and release 31 songs in one day. You know, like for example, recently the boys released the third part of their fantasy album. And the third part of their fantasy album has 3 songs in it. 3 songs, and they're good songs. I just wish they made more songs with the same vibe, maybe. So basically what I was trying to say here is that the boys recently came out with their fantasy, it was like a trilogy almost, but if you were to put all 3 albums together, it would make one big album. However, my argument is, why did the others have like 5 songs or 6 songs in them, and then this one had 3? And the 3 songs are so good. I wish they stuck to that vibe. Like, I wish the album sounded like Hurt Me Less, but at the same time, we wouldn't have gotten the queen herself watch it. So, I mean, I guess, yes, I know. Maybe I'm being ungrateful, but just, come on. Someone mentioned armies that are defending Yoongi's drunk driving incident. It wasn't really drunk driving, but it is riding an electric scooter intoxicated, which is illegal in Korea. This, I mean, for the most part, I've seen armies make jokes about it, maybe just like making light out of a terrible situation. I don't think but then again, I don't know about everyone. I don't know if some armies are like saying, oh, it's okay, it's whatever. Because like, even when I discussed it in the other video, I was like, oh, he's just, and like when I was discussing it, and my friends who didn't really know much about the situation were like, that's like not that big of a deal. It was just a electric scooter. But what I think personally, I'm like, he's a celebrity. It looks worse for him. Making jokes about it is something, but also just defending him for it. I mean, yeah, he did something that's illegal. Like, come on, guys. It's fine to call them out. It's fine to be like, hey, maybe that wasn't great. But defending them? Come on. You should be like, Yoongi, do better. Please, Yoongles. So the last thing that I forgot to mention was the comment was funny, okay? The comment was how I could post a random picture of a random man's foot and say that I met up with an idol, and the media would believe me without no like actual proof. And that is so fucking true. These people are so stupid half the time. I feel like you could be like, oh, I could literally sit here. I remember this one time, one of my mutuals, I don't remember who it was, but one of my mutuals on TikTok was talking about how she commented something like, oh, my man, on Sonu from The Boys' post. And somebody was like, he's never gonna choose you, or something like that. Like, it's really not that serious. We're all joking here. We're all just being funny and silly. But if you want to go ahead and believe that, maybe that's just showing a little bit of insecurity, ma'am. Because, bitch, like, what do you mean? Like, I can't be the only one using critical thinking. Why are people so stupid? Like, again, I know I mentioned it before, like the whole Wonbin and Giselle situation. That one was fucking hilarious. And then I think there was like a Wonbin and Ningning situation too. Like, I'm pretty sure people have made rumors about him dating every member of aespa within the past year. But, you know, it's just crazy how it's over something so small and so stupid, being like, oh, well, they posted the same song on their story. It's a popular song. Everyone likes that song. That's like saying, oh, I posted espresso on my story, but guess who else posted espresso? Guess who else posted it? And then you could be like, oh, let's say Cha Eun-woo did it. Oh, then does that mean that I'm dating Cha Eun-woo? No, the fuck. I wish. But, you know, I'm not that delulu like some of y'all.
Here's some genuine content.
Oh my gosh, we're at the end of it. I'm so glad I could do this video. I feel like I really got a lot off my chest, because I agree with most of those. If you guys like this video, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, and just consider subscribing if this is your type of content that you'd like to watch, because I plan on making more in the future. Comment what kind of videos you'd like to see from me, what videos you think I should do next, and comment things that piss you off in K-pop too, because I feel like there's a lot that we could discuss in the comments too, just to make a continuation of whatever we're doing here. And also yeah, also if you watched this far, please comment a green heart emoji, and I'll see you guys in the next one.